Hello, Jason.
Hello.
Hello, buddy.
How are you?
How are you?
UFC 312. Quillen versus Jubilee. Now, what I remember about Jubilee is I agree with this plus 470 right here. I completely agree with this. He lost to a man because the man started barking at him midway through a fight.
Ah, he's that guy.
Yes, a lot of people were riding high on him, not to completely discredit him. It was his only loss, but a lot of Pajit comments, little overboard on that. He did win his first fight against Sarigi, but yeah, then lost to Breeden.
Um, this guy is the pride and joy of India. Tough. Yeah, I don't know, man. They're in very similar spots. The only difference is that was fraud checked. If that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying? Like this guy, it's his debut as well, right? Or like he has like one other fight, something like that.
It is his debut fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Mm.
people are also riding a little high on him. He's got that Sean O'Malley like before the fame look. You know what I mean? So we'll see if he's 7-1. If he wins like 2-3 fights in emphatic fashion and he can speak, he's in the lightweight division. That's a deep division. We'll see, man. I don't know if I see either of these guys really rising to the top. Not I I see Nico Price levels.
Just not gonna like. I'm just not betting on this one. You know
No,
what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely not. Those are disgusting odds.
like,
Absolutely not.
like, what the fuck are we talking about at minus 650, bro? Like, this guy. No, I'm good.
No.
Yeah, I get it. I got it. Captain India got barked at and lost. I understand. I'm aware, but still, like, for a dude who hasn't have a fight yet, um, in the UFC, or it's his first fight or whatever. Like, I don't
hmm
know. Like, I get annoyed with favorites like that in general, and you know damn well I'm not betting it on this.
Absolutely not. Who was it on the last card? That was Peyton Talbot. Yeah, that was for lulz. Something Tyler would have did. But last fight on the early prelims that matters. Not to sound rude. Another lightweight bout. China, authentic versus American made China. I don't know. It's a bad joke, but the point being, this is. I feel like people aren't giving Cody Steele enough credit on this one. The man is undefeated. He has the tools. You know what I mean? And he's not an old guy. You get what I mean? He's relatively young. He's about to hit his prime soon. So, kind of depending on this matchup, yeah, he's right to be a favorite. But 51% striking accuracy, takedown defense 63%, kind of abysmal. He has lost his last two fights by submission and TKO. Yeah, they're looking to give Cody Steele something to climb up. The UFC likes to say they don't feed people, but I think this is almost a clear feed. Kind of the same with Quinlan or Quillen, whatever. Any thoughts?
No, I don't know much about either of these two individuals, but we're gonna go with America.
We're gonna go with America. Colby Thickness versus Alessandre Taporia.
This is his brother. Is this who he was trying to put
Yes,
on before?
and it's funny. He represents Georgia. Maybe he grew up in Georgia more than Ilya did. Either way, I'm gonna go with Alessandre on this one, and it's not necessarily because Colby isn't good. I think he can surprise people. Don't get me wrong. I think that reach, he's undefeated. Don't sleep on this dude. I think his only chance is from studying that Volk and Taporia fight. And just any Taporia fight, both of them, they fight relatively similar. Just how are you going to counter their anticipation of a counter, setting you up, and then, firing off in your, what's it called? Like, off rhythm. Either way. Yeah, I'm going to go Alessandro Taporia. These odds, kind of like the last card, are just all around the board. Not great.
I'm gonna go Alexandre Taporia
Hmm.
for one simple reason. I have this theory. I have this theory that between brothers, one is always the bad one. But I think they're gonna do the thing where it's like, oh, he looks good, and then he has like a massive upset. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
yeah,
Topuria for now.
yeah. That's. I think that's a possibility. I agree with you. Moving up the card, we have Jack Jenkins and Gabriel Santos. Jack Jenkins is 13-3, and Gabriel Santos is 11-2. Gabriel Santos striking accuracy about as good as his takedown accuracy at around half. Um, Submission average below average. He's 1-2 in his last three. Just basing it off the stats, you got to go with the Brazilian over the Australian. Not to, but looking at Jack Jenkins, 61%, 69%. Yeah, you got to make the difference. You got to differentiate between when you haven't really seen some fighters fight. Just base it off their. Oh, this guy beat Herbert Burns. I did see that fight. Okay. Again, I just wouldn't bet on this fight. It seems, but I would go Gabriel Santos. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I would also go Gabriel Santos, but I'm not betting on this fight. This card is top heavy for me, in terms of what I'm gonna bet on.
Yeah, like
Um,
you have some openings, like you have the Jimmy Crute and Adolfo Bellato fight, where Jimmy Crute, I mean, he's I can't remember the last time he won. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he's on like a 4-fight losing streak, but he, I don't know. Before we get on that, Jake Matthews, Francisco Prado. I've seen Jake Matthews kind of grow up in the UFC, and he's always had the talent. And it's not like he's never shown that he can't rise to be a top five welterweight in my mind. But it feels like something's holding him back. Like it feels like he really doesn't want to try as hard as he really wants to for whatever reason. He I think that was obvious in the Morales fight. I'm not gonna lie. But either way, I'm gonna go Jake Matthews on this just because consistency. A guy like him, he slips up once against a guy who is probably gonna be the top 10 welterweight. So I would bet on this one, even though it's a minus 245.
this is where
Just pick that in
my
the
first
parlay. Go ahead.
I'm
Sorry.
taking my first underdog of the card.
Okay.
I'm going Prado. Now,
Prado.
I have no reason to. The only reason I'm going to is because the last two times I didn't bet on the Argentinian man, he fucking won.
This is
So I'm
yeah.
gonna bet it this time. And listen, nothing towards Jake Matthews, and I still think it's gonna be a good fight. The actual my actual analysis, I actually think it's gonna be close, a lot closer than most people think. So that's why I'm gonna that combined with the Argentinian thesis. I'm gonna take the Argentinian at a plus 200. It's a good value here. I would probably put this in a small parlay, maybe like a one or two, max three picks. Like a little bit of like a little underdog parlay, like mess around, maybe it hits, and if it doesn't, you're not too sad. Um,
Throw five
so
dollars
yeah,
at
that's
it.
what I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, throw five
He's
dollars
definitely
on
on
a
my little,
parlay.
yeah, my little three play underdog parlay, which hit
Mm-hmm.
last week, which was awesome.
Did killed it. Um. So yeah, now moving on to Jimmy Crute, Rodolfo Bellato. I think this is another one you can maybe get your money on. This dude is fighting for his life. He's in that Kelvin Gastelum position, where sure you've lost to
Uh,
you've lost to Jamal Hill, you've lost to technically the top, but let's be real here. You also got submitted by Alonzo Menafield, which he was showing good grappling in a sense. Uh, and the first fight went to a draw. Before that, he lost to he lost to Jamal Hill, and before that, he lost to the GOAT Anthony Smith.
oh
So
yeah, the goat, the true goat.
the GOAT man almost took Jones's O.
Should have
Uh,
took it.
I would have took it. Just take it. Get that championship money. Aljamain Sterling it. Come on, come on. We're gonna have the real
Uh,
fight. Screw it. Listen, I'm sorry. You need me. Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now. Yeah.
Facts.
Justin Tafa, Taliesin. Actually, I don't even say. I kind of just moved on. I would be safe and bet on Hodolfo, but I can see Jimmy Crute winning. This might be a good. If you're not gonna take Prado, take Crute. You know what I mean? But I would
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah. Prado's
I
a
like what you're
safer
saying.
one. Prado's a safer one than Crute would be. But Crute's not out
Yep.
of here. Like I just read you his last couple of fights. He's not out of here. He's not like he does have it, but this is his.
What a fucking bum.
Justin Tafa's coming in at an underdog
Okay.
plus 136. Taliesin. This is. Let me look at Taliesin. 7-0. Dude looks tall. Really wish I could see those stats. Come on, UFC, update your website. But Justin Tafa, yeah, this he's got that Mark Hunt build right now, like almost exactly. This is gonna be a good fight. I think this is probably gonna be the banger of the night because God knows it's not gonna be that main event. Sorry, not sorry. What you thinking?
Yeah, yeah. I think. Listen, man. Let's be honest. Let's be real, and let's just be honest. It's a feel good story. I love Justin Tafa, but I'm done with him. I'm done with him. I don't want to see him. I don't want to
Really,
talk to him.
really, He only lost
Listen,
his last
I mean,
fight.
dude, he's fun to watch, but I just I don't feel it anymore. The aura's gone.
The aura
The
is
aura's gone for me.
gone.
The aura's gone
Really,
for me.
because he
He'd have to
lost.
win this and shoey on the guy's head, bro. Like that's the
He
only
doesn't really.
way.
Well, that's I. This is not tied to Ivasa. I know they look similar, but
Oh, okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're right. Oh. All right,
no.
I take everything back I said. Oh, now you got to keep talking so I could look into this. This
Yeah.
is a good point.
This is again. This is the odds are close.
Oh, it's
Just
the other fat boy. Fat boy.
yeah. There's Junior Tafa. That you might be thinking about his
Just
little brother. His little brother, I would never put any money on. Sorry, absolutely not. Never. Um,
you keep talking. I'm doing some research
keep
mid.
doing your
We
research.
out
I'm gonna
here.
break down Zhang Weili and Tatiana Suarez. I think this is the classic. Here's the veteran, but then here's the I guess Habib of the division. What, because she gets injured and has to pull out of fights like early career Habib did. I don't want to like. Don't give me that shit. Like it's, we all know what happened. Look at all those 5 times they tried to schedule that fight. Yes, half of the or two of them were on Tony, two of them were on Habib, and I think one time wasn't on either of them. Forget. Either way, I don't think Tatiana Suarez is gonna come out here and just grapple fuck Zhang Weili. I think you're out of your mind. That this woman is so tough. Not only tough, she is good, and she's a good listener. She's a good learner. You've seen her evolution, especially in the later half of her career. What's going on now? How she like what she did to who was it? Lemos, who I can't. That's how shallow. Not gonna lie, this division is right now. Not to take anything away from Weili, but she did beat Jonjevchek, who did want it. She did beat Nami Yunez, but then she lost to her. Or no, she lost to her both times. Yes, yes, yes. And you can't count her out. Never count her out. But Esparza was already 1 foot out the door. That Jan fight is really what you're basing everything off of. But at the same time, her her takedown defense isn't very high. It's like 46%. It's not high. She's gonna have to show that veteran mentality, and yeah, bring it into the later rounds. I don't think Tatiana Suarez has the cardio. Can she get into a mindset where she believes she does? 100% if the fight's going her way. If the fight's really going her way, and this is one of those like war hematoma megamind type of fights that Weili's gonna have. I see why you want to put money maybe on Tatiana. I would maybe go for like either a finish or something, make it worth it. Me personally, I'm going Whaley on this one. Did
Um,
Go
yes,
ahead.
I did the research. I'm not gonna bet either of these guys. I'm gonna bet a finish.
Just get a better
Um,
finish. That's smart.
yeah, I'm gonna bet a finish. Again, maybe Tafa on the underdog parlay. You go Tafa, Jimmy, Prado. That'll give you some nice odds. Probably five for like
Jesus,
50, five for 100, right?
that's a hail mary. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but you'll know that early if it hit. You'll know very early if
You'll
it hit.
know very early if it hit. Yes, you are right. You almost make me want to take it. Hold on,
My
hold on. Let me. DraftKings not sponsored. Maybe one day, but let's look at this real quick. Um, did you hear everything I said about the Whaley and everything fight?
yes.
Break that down.
So basically, it's exactly what you said. It comes down to I think way later rounds it's Whaley, but I do think Tatiana has a chance here. I really I like what she's about. I think like all right, Jason, close your eyes. If I told you, hey
Okay,
man,
close my eyes.
Tatiana Suarez, all right. What if I told you? Okay, you're sitting there,
My little chair. Yeah.
you're in your little like cupboard, and I'm like, Jason, can you fucking believe, dude, that Tatiana Suarez subbed Whaley in the third round?
Hmm.
And then you're gonna be like, "Damn, dude, I know it's crazy. She doesn't get subs like that." And I'm like, "Oh, but we should have seen it coming." This is one of those spots where I think like something like because I we know she Tatiana Suarez can do it. I feel like
Hmm.
she often doesn't go for it like that. But I think versus Wei Lee, such a dynamic striker, such a dynamic presence. I think like we can see, especially like in a scramble, maybe like an offset scramble. I can see something like that happening. You know what I'm saying? My bet here
Hmm.
is if I can, I gotta look into the odds. Jason, maybe you can look it up for me. What's the under over on rounds? That's
Under
what I'm
over
interested in.
on rounds. Let's look this up. Over is minus 145. Under is plus 114. Under being 3.5. So
Yeah, I
so do
mean,
you think this is less than 3.5 rounds? So
I'm a,
third round.
I
Good.
might fuck around and take the might fuck around and take the over.
And take the over on that. Alright. I
Yes,
feel.
I think because I think Whaley knows. I think like I feel like she's gonna sit there and she's gonna be like, all right, let's test this cardio. And anytime you get someone saying let's test this cardio, you get these, even if it's like
Mhm.
unlikely, you get people even when they don't mean to, like in the mindset of like almost like stalling. Not saying that they're not gonna be working, but you get what I'm saying. Maybe not going in for the kill shot right away, playing a little more distance than usual, and I think
Yeah.
that just leads for overs. So I think I'm gonna take over
So for
for
people who
this fight.
want to know, Francisco Prado, Jimmy Crew, Justin Taffa line, $10 for 151.
There you
I
go.
mean, I you can waste $10.
There
That's
you go.
that's a hail mary if I'm asking for one. Last fight of the night, the true banger of the night, the thing we are all going to stay awake for. Dracus Duplessis versus Sean Strickland.
It's definitely the best fight on the card, right? Like,
By like technical standards, or
yeah, I no, I mean like the most. um, It's the best fight on the card.
okay.
We're not here to mess around and
Convince me,
it's the
please.
best.
Convince me,
It's the
please.
best. It's the best fight in the card in the terms of like it has the most entertaining personalities behind it. Like this is the one we're gonna be talking about. Like, and I'm not saying anything about like to Shane Whaley or
Mm-hmm.
Tatiana Suarez, but I feel like let me put it this way: regardless of who wins or loses in either fight, who do you think we're gonna be talking about? Regardless of how it finishes, bro.
Yeah.
I think Shane Whaley can go out there and finish Tatiana in round one TKO and Strickland and Duplessis can go to the fucking decision, and everybody would be talking about Strickland and Duplessis. That's what I mean.
Okay. I feel like this has the pull value of like Cody Rhodes versus John Cena at this point. Like, yeah, you got everything I need. The hype has been there the whole time, right? It's the lead up, the war talk, the Dutchman, the the fucking mustache on Strickland, bro.
I don't. If he loses, I'm
I
blaming the mustache.
dude,
Um,
dude, he's fighting for that mustache, and I'm not gonna lie, I do not like that mustache. That's a
I don't. So
bad look.
I hate this look that a lot of people have been doing with this mustache. I'm not a fan, but he like expressively cannot pull it off. He like it's an extra layer of bad on him. You know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, not sorry. I just don't see Sean Strickland win. I think Dreykus is gonna go out there and I think he goes out there and beats him. I think he finishes Sean, actually.
Well, I
100%.
did tell you. Remember way back
Hmm.
when it was Izzy when it was Izzy Strickland.
Yeah. Odds to win
I
by
told you.
KO are plus 350 on Dreykus, plus 800 on Sean. You know, that plus 800 on Sean, I know I'm saying Dreykus by knockout, but I would say Sean by knockout. Fuck it. I think this is the fight. I think I'm gonna be a smart mark. I think this is the fight he decides. Fuck it. Let's just start swinging for the fence in round 3. If I get knocked out, I get knocked out, but that paycheck's gonna be good.
Well, the thing is with Jerkis, because he's so reckless, he's
Mm.
always leaving himself open to a knockout. Like that's I'm like that receipt's coming for him. I
But
don't know who's gonna do it, but that receipt's coming.
you want to know what kills me though?
But
Hold on, let me look at these. Uh, I'm looking at this and I'm like, if I go Drakus by submission, say he rocks Strickland, but then jumps the gilly, all Dustin Poirier. You know what I mean? That's plus 550. I feel like that's a bad call, but I just had a little like thing in my head, like a little vignette of just he rocks Strickland and then he chokes him. But I do think that Drake is probably finishes Sean.
I think it's gonna be Jerkis that wins this. But my reasoning is I told you from the very beginning, like back when Strickland fought Adesanya, I said like this trio here, like yeah, okay, like if you because Jerkis beat Adesanya, but before that, I feel like Adesanya was on his way to put on a show. Um,
Mm-hmm.
before Dricus overwhelmed him. So I said before, I think the person built to beat Dricus is Adesanya, and I thought Strickland was built to beat Adesanya, and I think Dricus is built to beat Strickland. Like that is that there were like Pokemon types to me. Like
Yeah,
that's how
it's like rock paper
you know,
scissors.
yeah, that's how I saw it.
No,
Obviously
Ken,
Dricus won and
no.
changed the whole trajectory of everything, but that's how originally viewed it. So I'm gonna
Okay.
stick to that, and I think Dricus is gonna beat him
Mm.
either a late finish or a decision. I'm actually gonna call decision, late finish or decision, and it's just a comfortable Dricus decision.
All right. So in total, let's go over this for official parlays. Um, not betting that Quinlan Jubilee fight. I will put Cody Steele, Alessandre Taporia, which again, this is a tough card. I don't care what these odds say. This is a tough card. I would go Gabriel Santos. God, I mean, these odds are still shit. But again, big parlay, big parlay. Fuck it. I'll take your Prado for the plus 195.
Yeah, here, baby.
Adolfo Bellato. I'm not betting. I'm not putting money on Tafa and Teixeira on this one. Whaley's an underdog. I'm picking Whaley. Drakus. So 10 for 381. Not mad at that. That's just not like a sound bet. Well, like yeah, no. Is any bet really a lock? Is it? Isn't that why we bet? Because chance.
No, you're always only ever playing for a chance.
You're only playing for a chance. So, I would put $5 on it for 190. I'm not putting 10. Maybe I'm cheap, but what
Yeah,
else? What do you got? What's your parlay?
we're gonna go with the underdog parlay. Okay, we're going with the underdog parlay, but I already gave you the other one for free, so I'm gonna tell you my other underdog parlay.
Okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
Whaley,
Whaley,
Jubilee,
you're insane. But okay, go ahead.
Kobe thickness.
What are your odds on that? I just want to see how high you're shooting into the sky.
How ridiculous it is.
Yes, I'm gonna so Jubilee. I'm gonna click this myself. Colby thickness, and Whaley. Jeez, you're gonna be waiting all night for this, bud. If I
Oh,
put
I know, but if those first two hit, I'm eating good.
you.
Uh,
Oh man,
listen.
yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me see if there was any live audit adjustments. You know, sometimes they adjust.
Jubilee, the thickness, and Shang. Do I
You
follow
know
you on
what?
this? Do you want like? Are you
Hold on,
serious?
hold on,
Go ahead.
hold on. What if we
Okay.
throw in? Nah. We're just gonna go with Jubilee.
You're
All right,
insane. Have fun.
Jubilee thickness. Uh, it's 10 for 400.
10 for 400 for so give me your picks one more time.
Jubilee thickness. Whaley. The thing is, Jason, the reason I like Jubilee a little bit in this spot, just a little
Mm-hmm.
bit,
Mm-hmm.
is he's fully conscious that right now he's the heart and soul of India. Like if he loses, he's sending India back in MMA fighting. Like no joke.
Yeah, tell me
He
about
needs to
it.
win. And
Hmm.
if it's a decision, Dana White robbery, no doubt. You don't close an entire market.
We'll leave it off on that. Am I gonna take this bet? You'll see in the Cucamongas Discord. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, friends. What a fucking bum.